Meme stocks are coming back in favor. Now, I shot a video a couple days ago and I said AMC had a better chance to run than GameStop. Now, they both have run pretty strong, but AMC went up 45% today, Monday, and I'm going to point out where the resistance could be as it goes higher. But first, let me share the SPY screen with you. And I do this because I just need to point this out. On the 14th, we were low in the morning. Since then, 10 straight increased days or up days in the market, even though on the 23rd there was outflow. But what are you seeing here? Look at the volume. Remember I made volume here, I said 74 million, outflow was 79. The next day was 64 million, 77 and 67 million. Now on a good inflow day, you're talking about 144 million. So understand the volume is not there in the market to support a lot of these prices. But it doesn't matter if you're talking about AMC or GameStop, these meme stocks, and there are a couple other, there's MULN, MULN. So let me pull up a couple. Okay, let's start with AMC, which is one of my favorites of the meme stocks. Now, again, I don't invest in meme stocks. However, I did buy some AMC calls last week that have pretty significant return. Now, let's see what we saw going into last week. Now, going into last week when I shot my video, I believe AMC was still $18 and about 50 cents. And I said, once we get a little inflow, it's going to pop. So you had good demand and volume the next day. Now here's where volume comes in play. 170 million. I believe today we did 233 million, 223. So that's pretty significant. And when you look at AMC, it's up 45% today. That's a massive move. Of course, there'll be some consolidation, profit taking in the after hours. But let's go back to the 1 year chart so we can see where AMC ran. So we see how it ran up here, but let's look for the next time it ran because we're talking about more volume like we had in the end of August. So August, we basically just go from the low point. We went from about $30 up to about $51 or 60% gain, 60%. Now let's go from the low here and let's assume we're gonna do a little better, but we'll say about $14. So $14 on the low side. And where are we today? $30. So here's the point about this one, okay? Let me tell you where the ceiling is going to be, where you're going to find some selling pressure if you're in AMC. It's going to be right around $35. And you can see we got a $35, $35, $35 hits the top there. It's right the bottom here. So you're about $35. Now, if it breaks the $35 range and you need the markets to continue to be strong, if the market's strong on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and they're buying AMC, and again, you don't need crazy volume like today, although today was crazy volume, you could definitely see them push AMC to the high side, which would be $45. So yeah, if we're sitting at what, $30 right now, a little under $30, 29, let's say, and you go to 45, AMC still has another 50% to run. Now, the apes will say, when AMC runs to 45, I'm going to hold it because it's going back to 72. Now, understand this. When it was 72, I said sell it. When it was 57, I said you could sell it and buy it back for 32. When it was 32, I said you could sell it. You could probably buy it back for 21. Kept going down. All right. So there has to be demand in the marketplace. Now, what could hurt AMC? Well, if the market has a terrible day or two or three, which is completely possible, because I showed you the volume on the SPY. But let's take a look at GameStop, another favorite, and then I'll pull up MULN just to show you guys what the difference is. Because MULN is not an AMC ape, a GameStop ape type move here. You're talking about GameStop, and look, you get the same strong buying again, heavy volume, 15 million, 24 million, 9 million, anything over 10 million, heavy volume for this. Why? Because other days it used to have 2 million. So you're talking about anywhere from 500 to 2,500%. And AMC has since increased from $100, right? I think it was $88 when we started talking about it, to $190. You definitely run a little harder if it gets the volume, because remember, that was the original player. So where could I see GameStop going? I think it might max out around 250. Is that where we're out here? But I'm in, let's say at $190, and it goes up another $60, which is another 33%. So let's just swing back to AMC real quick. I said AMC can go up another 50%. I'm telling you GameStop can go up another 30%. So I'd rather be in AMC, which was my point before. Plus AMC is a cheaper stock and it allows more of the retail traders, more of your ape family to join. Let's take a look at one other stock, MULN. Because you hear people talking about MULN all the time, right? That's the EV play, low market cap, which makes it attractive, right? The market cap on this one's under $100 million. So understand, if I buy 20 million shares, that price is going to double. So you have a lot of pumpers that are putting you in this one. But what did I do? I shorted it at 329. I bought it back at 214. I made over $1. It was only 2,500 shares. I'm not a player like 100,000 shares, like how it used to be when I worked with the hedgies. So here's my problem with MULN. You really need volume and demand. Now, this one is a $3 stock. AMC is a $30 stock now, and it got volume of the same magnitude, 262. So what's going to happen when volume fades away to 110 million? 110 million, the stock's $2.50. You're talking about $250 million. That's nothing. If you look at AMC and you're like, okay, they had 223 million today and the stock's around $30 a share, you're talking about what? Like 6 billion. So that's the difference. 6 billion traded versus 250 million in value traded. Do you see why MULN has trouble? Now you've got outflow after the inflow. So they're selling it here. So at $3.20, they don't want to be a part of it. Now you've had 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 outflow days on light volume. Now let's remember, this morning, MULN was pretty low. Where was it? 245, right? That's where we got to 245, up to 275. It could continue forward. AMC, no problem. GameStop, no problem. They pushed it higher. It had support. So if MULN was going to have support, you would have seen it right here. Even on this dip right here to 248, when the volume increased, what do you see? You see red, you see outflow. So MULN to me does not have the support that AMC, GameStop has. I'm not trusting the markets. Things tend to spike up pretty hard end of day. It would not surprise me if we see a similar day on Tuesday to the day we saw on Monday, meaning markets open, markets spike higher, dip even lower, and then we see a recovery. But I don't think we're going to recover. Green Tuesday will be a red day. Doesn't mean AMC, GameStop, all those companies will struggle, but they certainly will struggle more on a red market day than a green market day. Keep that in mind. Stay for the next video.